And welcome back to American Agenda. I'm Heather Childers. Bob Sellers is off today. You know, we had a whole lot of breaking news to bring to you over the past couple of hours. We had the former President Trump down at the border in McAllen, Texas. We had the January 6th committee moved forward in the House, an investigation of that incident. We had Bill Cosby getting out of jail, that news coming in. And then, of course, the search for survivors continues in Florida in that deadly condo collapse. And we have President Biden and the Vice President headed to Florida tomorrow to view that scene. Let's bring back in our panel to talk about all of this breaking news coverage. And I'll really toss it to you and begin with you, Jessie Jane. Any final thoughts today on everything that's happened?
Well, slam dunk by President Trump down there on the border. He spent more time with those reporters than Kamala Harris has spent in the entire almost 6 months that she has been in office. He didn't dodge any questions, and he pointed out every single failure by this administration to cause the collapse at the border. So hats off to him, and may Donald Rumsfeld rest in peace.
Absolutely. And Dennis, your thoughts?
Well, I didn't see the Bill Cosby one coming.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I
understand.
That happened a couple hours ago. We were able to ask Alan Dershowitz about it, but yeah, threw that in. That happened today too.
And that was a prosecutorial error that caused that, not the substance of what he was accused of and convicted of. You know, when I was in Congress, I co-sponsored a bill called "Finish the Fence." You see, the Congress years ago passed a law that says the fence must be finished. The problem has been we've just never appropriated the funds for it. So that Greg Abbott, now Governor Abbott's out there, and he's going to finish the fence, at least in Texas. You know, he's got the illegal authority to do that. He'll just use his own resources. He might even get a refund from the federal government. Who knows? And as for Surfside, let me tell you something. 80% of the population here in Florida lives on the coast in Florida, and predominantly most of them live in high-rises. This is going to have a ripple effect, no pun intended, that will affect all of the coastline in Florida. Our housing regulations, our building codes, our insurance. It is a devastating tragedy for these people to be lost.
Yeah, I mean, 145 people still missing. Derrick, your thoughts on everything that's happened today? Take your pick.
My heart goes out to all those families and people who have made their lives are lost down in Florida. I'll go with Bill Cosby because I didn't know about that, and I'm glad he was released. For whatever reason, I'm glad he was released. And I want to go back to the track and field. What I was trying to say with Dave Chappelle, when keeping it real goes bad, and she's trying to keep it real, and she may not be able to compete here in Tokyo for the Olympics. And so it's all unfortunate what's happening. And the other thing is with the border, I'm glad the president is back down there and bringing attention and awareness to what's going on down there. So hopefully we can get some of this fencing completed and stop this national crisis that's going on down there right now.
Yeah, you know, we talked a little bit about that yesterday. Someone that had joined us talked about keeping it real. You know, did she do more of a disservice for the message that she was trying to get across in the way that she did it?
I absolutely believe that. Again, sometimes we just need to check ourselves. And so she took this opportunity on the stage, and I think it was the wrong place and the wrong time for what she was trying to do. And again, trying to keep it real may have cost her an opportunity to compete on an international stage at the Olympics.
Yeah, and then finally, once again, I know, just to bring it back to what you were saying, Jessie, about the former Secretary of Defense, you know, serving under two different presidents, Gerald Ford and George W. Bush, the loss of Donald Rumsfeld today.
Yeah, I want to see that his legacy is not destroyed by the controversy. He really served this nation with a whole heart. I do want to go back to our border crossings. We were talking about McAllen, Texas. What many people don't realize, it's 6,000 illegals a day coming across that border in all the locations. And they have basically been able to capture over 711,000. We're talking roughly a 600% increase in May alone compared to last year. This is a horrifying consequence what's going on, and I'm thrilled to see former President Trump going down there and bringing the attention back to it, because otherwise it's getting buried by the Biden administration and written off.
Right. Well, that is what the mayor of McAllen, Texas was saying. He was saying, at the very least, I hope this brings attention to the very real problems we are dealing with. Thank you very much, Jessie Jane Duff, Derrick, Hollie, and Dennis Ross. We appreciate you joining us on this very, very busy news day.